Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I really appreciate you guys subscribing and it just means that to me that somebody's listening to what I'm making and it's somewhat making sense, so that's kind of a relief, honestly. Today I'm going to talk about after you've kind of decluttered and you've kind of lost that high feeling of greatness that most experience, you kind of start asking yourself, now what? Now what do I do? And honestly, I have been it's been almost like a roller coaster of feelings. Every time I declutter, it feels so great, and I feel free and like this joy and happiness and just appreciating the things around me. But then my life does get hectic and my way of thinking kind of distorts. It tries to get in the way of my happiness. So I guess my question is to you guys, what do you do about this? How do you keep your mind kind of on track? Because I've been finding a lot of times that I've been having to almost like use the fake it till you make it approach. Which is not what I want to be doing. In a great, perfect day, I would wake up and meditate and drink a cup of coffee while I read or listen to some music, and then possibly go for a walk while I'm listening to what is it called? Podcast. Wow. A podcast or music or something like that. Just try to clear my head and think about all the things that I'm grateful for. Unfortunately, there are still some people in my life that do kind of have a negative impact on my life. And there are a few of them that I find it very hard to avoid or get rid of. Ones that just not necessarily, are negative towards me and my life and what I'm trying to do, but a negative view on the outlook of the world and not looking on the brighter side of things. It just kind of brings you into this mindset that just nothing's ever going to get better, I don't want to think that way. I always want to look towards the bright side and know that there's a reason that everything happens, and sometimes that's hard to do, especially when you feel like the cards are stacked against you. But I do feel like really appreciating all of the things that you have kind of cycled through and made sure that you really wanted to keep it in your life, if it served a purpose for you. And why, that those things are in your life for a reason, and that you should be, or I feel I should be thankful for those things, and only those things. I shouldn't want or need more, but there's always that time when I'm around some kind of negativity or something like that, my mind automatically seems to make a switch. I don't really think that I'm trying to blame another person, because that's not at all what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to do is not allow that to happen, because I know that even though you're supposed to get rid of negativity in your life, you're not going to be able to always do that. There are places that you can go to where somebody waits on you and they can be rude. I mean, so I'm not trying to take anything personally. But after a few hours of just being around the negative Nancy kind of talk, it's almost like I need a pick-me-up. And instead of referring back to the things that I have or my mental state and just trying to find that balance, I just feel like I kind of miss a step and don't really think it through and impulse buy on something. And then just regret it. Now, this hasn't happened a lot of times, but it's happened enough to where it's raised a red flag towards myself. And I know that when I'm doing those things, that there's something in here or here that is just, it's not aligned. And I am a Libra, so I do like to have things really balanced. I can't have like, they need to be, I'm always trying to find a balance. And I know that it's never going to be perfect. It's never going to be like one of those things that are just going to stay balanced at all times. No, I have to kind of put my priorities on one and just try to figure it out and balance it the best way I know how. But I feel like I respond better to things whenever I feel at peace within myself. And when I feel at peace within myself, I find that I'm A, drinking a lot of water, B, eating a lot of healthier foods, C, really listening to what people are saying and trying to understand their point of view and where they're coming from. And that is people that matter. And 4, really looking inside internally and taking a deep breath and taking a moment to really internalize my thoughts and try to sort through my feelings. I would really like to tell you a story about my past and how I really just didn't take care of my body, and I think that should be for another video. But I really am using this as a tool to just kind of get my thoughts out to the world and see if anybody has any feedback or if I can help somebody. That's just great. I don't know, guys. I think that talking to you guys is really kind of helping me get out of my social anxiety just a little bit. And I know that I'll get there. I don't want to push myself too hard, but I want to push myself hard enough to where I feel just a little bit uncomfortable. And being open and honest with you guys about this is my first step. Not trying to put on a show of who I think you want me to be. And that's hard. That's what I have done most of my life with my parents and my friends. And I always felt like I had this mask on for each set of people, and I am tired of living my life like that. I want the true, authentic self to come through and align with people that are like-minded in a sense, or that value what my mind is trying to put out to the world, and me do the same with them. There are a lot of people I found inspiration from on just watching videos here of like-minded people. And it really does encourage and inspire me just to kind of keep going. But I do know there are times where I can get in a rut, is what I call it. And if I don't notice the red flag, I'll find myself kind of resorting back to my old behaviors. Which is scary for me. I don't want to end up back there. So I guess the best thing for me to do is to constantly put this in action in my daily life and just make it a new habit, make it a new way of thinking. And it's so hard to change a pattern that you followed for so many years that you're trying to replace it with a completely opposite type of pattern. There's my cat, and here's my dog. So yeah, I think my cat's getting in my sink. Yep, that's what he's doing. He thinks he's a dog. But anyways, I am kind of rambling now. Like I said again, I really appreciate you guys watching this, and I will continue to watch you guys, and I really appreciate the thumbs up and the subscribers that have subscribed. It just means the world to me. It really does. And just knowing that somebody's getting something out of it besides me, that just makes my heart feel warm inside. So anyways, I'm going to go get this cat, and I hope you guys have a great day or night wherever you are, And I will hopefully see you guys really, really soon. Bye.